That's because my phone is thing. Anyway, hello world. Welcome to the Sip and Talk with Freema. Originally, we were going to do a part 2, but life happens. So today we're going to do a new topic. And before I tell you what that topic is, I am going to introduce the panel. And here we have Yolanda Jameson. She's a mother of 2 and she works from home. We have here Savannah James, a mother of 2, graduate of South Carolina State University, works from home as a retention specialist. And then we have April Jimfy here. She's an assistant director of financial aid, also a recreational specialist and a mother of 3. And I'm Freema, your host. So today's topic is birds of a feather flock together. Do you believe that? Is it true? Is that just some hoopla that people says? According to the Urban Dictionary, birds of a feather flock together means when like-minded people hang out together or gravitate towards each other and form a clique because they have a lot in common. So I'll start. I do not, well, you got to have some type of interest in each other. You got to have some type of similarities. But I wouldn't say, and a lot of people feel like the phrase birds of a feather flock together is negative. You know, they're doing something negative and you're condoning it. I don't think it means that. It can be positive as well. Maybe I hang around someone that's doing something with their life and, you know, we're in this together. But does it really mean birds of a feather flock together? Just because I'm with that person doesn't mean I'm condoning it. Doesn't mean I do what they do. Anyone want to start? Okay.
No, to me, it does not mean that everyone does the same thing. And it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone has the same interests. For me, my friends or what have you, keep me grounded. We are honest with each other. If it's something that I'm doing, they'd be like, come on, April, you know, don't do that. Or your mouth is lethal, or you could do better than that. In other words, they'll keep me in line. Whereas though they wouldn't do the same thing that I would do or say the same thing I would do or handle a situation the same way I would. So I would not agree with birds of a feather flock together.
I don't agree with birds of a feather flock together either. I've had friends who do things that I don't do or wouldn't do, but that doesn't mean that person is a nice person. That doesn't mean I don't like her personality. I don't like her character. What she does is what she does. We're all grown, so I don't think that affects one person. Now, if what she is doing is now rubbing off on you and now you feel like you should do the same, that's a different story. But that depends on how strong you are mentally.
Exactly.
Self-esteem.
Yeah, right. That's your self-esteem. So.
And if you have a strong team, just because she's doing it's not going to rub off on me.
Nope.
What do you say about it, Yolanda?
I said no, because the situation is everybody is entitled to do what they want to do.
Right.
Just because I'm going to do it, it don't say that you have to do it.
Exactly. And that goes with being strong-minded and doing your own thing and not, well, I don't want to say being a follower, but I mean, yeah, sometimes we do things that's alike in a clique, as Urban Dictionary say it, but that doesn't mean I'm condoning it if it's bad. Now, if it's something that's beneficial, they're teaching you something, you're learning from it, but then by all means, birds of a feather flock together in this situation.
Each his own.
Each his own, that's true. But in society, like for an example, okay, I seen Freema hanging out with this person. That means she's doing what she's doing. Now I'm getting side-eyed by somebody because they feel like this, or they seen us in a picture together. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm hanging out with them, but they see us in a picture together. It's like, oh, Freema's with this person, so that means she's doing what that person is doing. Is that fair? Is that considered judging somebody based upon who they're hanging out with? Y'all chime in. I know y'all have already dealt with that or been guilty by association.
Really, I feel like it only affects women. Men don't get the same slight that we do. Like,
Right,
this
right.
only affects women because they feel like, oh, because this person may have slept with A or B,
Right.
now you'll do it. I feel like it's something that it's kind of shames women. So we are supposed to only hang with her because she's nice and she's going to church, or just so we don't get out there and maybe figure out what they're doing or whatever. But I feel like it's to shame women only. Men don't. I feel like men don't get that. You
And
ever heard
I'm
that?
honest to God, I've
heard
never
that.
heard that phrase, birds of a feather flock together, going
Men.
referencing a man. It's
Exactly.
always been women.
It's only women. So
It's not fair. We always get the short end of the stick. Just because we hang around somebody does not mean we're doing what they're doing. I mean, that's just what it is. There's no other way to put it. I don't know what else to say on this topic, to be honest with you, because
9 times out of 10, when they use the phrase "birds of a feather flock together," they figure that
It's
the
negative,
person or
ain't
the
it?
whole group is loose or what have you.
That's
It's
what I
always
always knew it to be.
something
Yeah.
sexual. But I've heard things about myself, saying that I was fast or I sleep with everybody, man, or this and this and that. Question is, have I slept with yours? I mean, really
Right,
truly,
right.
people say that, or you should
It's
sleep
always
with
he say,
anybody
she
and
say.
this and this and that. But the thing is, yeah, have I
Men
slept
lie
with
too
you?
on that.
That's
Men
what I'm
men
saying.
talk
Men
as
lie
much
too
as
on
women
that
talk.
now.
Man.
It done happened before.
men lie on their little
Men
Peter
lie
Panther.
too.
Don't get me
Men
started
lie
with
too.
that.
Yes, they do.
Men lie too.
Yes, they do.
Plenty of times.
I done had a couple of them lying and saying that, you know, things happened that didn't. Come on now.
That is
What
true.
kind of man
And
are
grown,
you?
grown men, not
Grown
not
men.
little boys.
Grown
No,
men.
grown men.
Grown men.
Like, come on now. You better take a look at yourself if you got to lie and say you've done
But
something
don't
that you
get
didn't do.
mad because I don't remember you and turned you down when I did come in contact with you. Don't get mad. You have to lie. I mean, it is what it is.
I don't get it. I don't know. But since we end up getting on that topic, I'm going to address it. So, I've had a few people to fib on me, and then, you know, sitting around talking, you know, I'm like, why would somebody say that they talk to me and they don't? And then we came to the conclusion. April said, maybe you've been catfished. I didn't think of it that way because I didn't think people would locally, somebody that live in one town now, me and this person live in the same town, and you mean to tell me somebody's going to use my pictures or whatever
They have
to
a whole
talk,
TV show.
girl, this just happened yesterday,
Oh my
to
gosh.
talk
Yeah.
to you and you thinking it's me. Like, it's not me.
Oh my god.
I mean, 2 people from Orangeburg now. You get what I'm saying? I can see if it was a whole another state or something like that, but
wow.
maybe it's not a catfish. Maybe
Yeah.
he's
Orangeburg is a big city, help breaking up homes.
But
that's sad.
That's anyway.
It's sad.
It's sad. But
Wow.
why is that? Why?
Misery loves company. Misery loves company, and they always, when they want to know or they're curious about what's going on in the next person's life and they can't figure out what it is, they come up with this illusion. And it's almost scary because that means that's like psycho-like
Yeah.
intentions that you have to come up with this whole story of a person that you know nothing about. But it happens. They do it.
I wish I had someone on here that did it so they can tell us why. Because I don't understand it. And
People
that,
do it because they're bored
They
and
have no
they don't
life.
have anything to do.
I'm trying to find dirt on you.
Exactly. Or
It's
trying to see what they can do. Like,
Yeah.
you the person they targeted this time. They probably didn't target other people
Yeah.
before. So
Yeah.
Or they just one of those loners or what have you that don't have any friends and like your lifestyle. So they feel they can take over
Put
your
a
life.
bad reputation out on you.
that is crazy though.
And
My
people actually
gosh.
entertain it by inboxing that fake page
Yeah.
and holding a conversation. And it has happened to me before, but they had me mixed up with the wrong person. But unfortunately, it happens. And that person actually did give me a bad rep. Because half of those people that said April slept with them, it wasn't April. It was somebody else, but they assumed it was April. It wasn't.
Because they gave your name.
Yeah.
Or they.
They gave actually it was Freema's sister, which the people that know Freema only know Freema has one sister.
Lord, somebody was using me again, people. Somebody was using me again. What did I do? Oh my God. But yeah, I know we got all off topic, but I mean, I'm going to pull from here. Unless y'all have something else to say based on the birds of a feather flock together. We all agree. We don't agree with it. We don't think it's real. It's up to you to have some type of mental stability up in here to say this person is their own person and they're not going to do what that person is doing again. Maybe my friend is a whore. I don't know. Maybe I do know if I hang out with them. But my thing is, how you know we don't talk to her? Hey, look now, you better be wrapping it up, or come on now, you got to chill out with that.
And then,
You know what I'm saying?
and then
Like,
what's the definition of a whore? Like, why does, again, women get this definition? Men ain't
What
getting
is it
it.
anybody's
What is a
business?
whore? Like-
I mean, I look at it as if I'm paying my own bills and taking care of my own stuff. I'm not getting any assistance, and I'm not asking you for anything, or I'm not asking you for the cash app, or I'm not doing what you call those things? No, what you call raise money on the
okay,
Oh,
go
PayPal.
cash. I'm talking about go cash.
Um,
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe or
Like
anything
PayPal.
like that. What business is it of yours if I decide to lay down with Tom, Dick, and Harry? I mean, like really, is not.
It's just gossip.
That's all it is.
Gossip.
And
It's
misery
gossip.
loves company, just like we love to watch Love and Hip Hop,
Yeah.
Basketball Wives, all this different stuff. I think that's what the main issue is boredom. People don't have a life.
Oh.
You're right.
Someone asked, would you stop dealing with a friend if they have a bad reputation?
No,
No.
No.
I won't.
No. Now, what would the reputation be like? You know, like, okay, is it just that she sleeps around, or what is it? Like, is it she
Okay,
was
let's
with
get
my man?
let's-
Like, what kind of
oh
reputation does
God,
she have?
no, I don't think
Because
she's
now we
with your man.
gotta wait.
So let's say we've been friends. How long
Okay.
we been friends for, Savannah?
Oh gosh,
Ooh,
since I am
shoot,
young.
make it
so
sound
that's-
old. Don't answer that question. We've been friends for a while.
Okay.
So let's say maybe you didn't know what I did in a closet.
Mhm.
You know, and now it's coming out. You heard this. Your husband's hearing this about Freema. Da, 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 da. Are you gonna stop being my friend based upon, dog, Freema, you sitting here selling your body every now and then?
No,
Like,
no.
no? I'm a prostitute. I'm an escort.
But what does that have to do with me in our relationship?
Because now people on the outside looking in saying if Freema's an escort, I seen her on whatever, you know, or
POF.
yeah, POF, or I don't know.
Don't make no difference.
I think
look
that's
at
what
it this
people
way.
who-
That's hard work.
But
They
being a
all
prostitute-
getting money. And y'all ain't putting no money in their pocket.
That's hard work.
No,
So you wouldn't stop being? Would you have a conversation with me? Would you say like?
I was like, so if you haven't came out and told me this is what you do, then and I've heard it from the grapevine,
Right.
like everybody's talking about it, I
It's
would,
time to
I would
have a
bring it to your
conversation.
attention, yeah, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's saying so and so and so. Is
But
it
I want to
true?
hear the truth from you.
You know,
Because it's affecting me. To
Right.
be honest with you,
Right.
I mean,
So I don't know how to handle the people once they approach me.
right.
right. And if it is true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. But just let me know.
Okay. We accept our friends for who
Well,
they are. Just
yeah.
don't keep it from us.
Right.
Just like Rich Homie Quan.
What?
Can't judge her.
You can't judge her. That's just what it is. But people judge all day, every day. People judge people off Facebook pictures. People judge people off Facebook, period. How you know these people just don't be putting stuff up? Like just be
for sure.
playing or just be entertaining people that's miserable. Like y'all gotta stop taking things so serious and stop taking things that ain't got nothing to do with you so serious. If that even makes sense. Like we gotta do better. I don't know. Any other thing on that?
It is what it is.
Well, yeah, there's nothing else to really be
The
said on
area
that.
we live in.
I think that's just everywhere though, not just the area. It's
No,
just
the only
everywhere.
problem is it's more common where we live because it's smaller. So you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
That's true.
So
But
bigger
nine
the
times
city, the less people you run into that. actually
9 times
know
out of
each other.
10, that somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, there was some mix up in that situation, and by the time you got to the last somebody, there are some false statements in there. Y'all better stop taking everything and running with it.
But I
For
mean,
real.
try that at your next gathering. Start off with one person with a story and see how the end result come out. It don't ever come out the same way
Never.
as it's being told.
I think that's called telephone or something we used to play when we was little. You whisper in the ear and it
Mm-hmm.
go around the room.
Travels.
But people would purposely, and that's a good point, people would purposely mess
Mess it up.
up. So the last person that's saying it sound crazy.
Yep.
Yep.
People do that in real life.
People definitely do that. in real
Yeah,
life.
that's I don't know. That's a sick person.
Definitely.
I hope I ain't stepping on nobody's toes,
I
but
don't
you're a
care.
sick
It's a lot of
individual
people.
if you sit here
Right.
and
That's sick.
and do something like that or spread lies and rumors.
They have nothing better to do.
I don't know. We done went from rumors to spread lies to birds of a feather. But again, this is just sip and talk. We talk. It goes from whatever. I'm gonna pull from this. Okay, this is a good one. How do a single parent home affect a child's behavior? Anybody want to start? Because I can start.
It all depends on the parent.
Yep.
They don't have anything.
We can't keep any of these topics so fast. We need to keep it going. And that's real.
Just
It's
because
true.
it's
It
not a
definitely depends on
two-parent
parent.
home don't mean that I don't have rules or values that I try to instill in my children. And anybody will tell you, my 2 boys, even though their daddy is present or what have you, but he don't live in the home. But the thing is, they will say yes ma'am, no ma'am, and they will open the door for me. That is something that I taught them. You're going to know how to treat a woman, and it starts from mama.
That's right.
You're not going to sit there and just close the door in my face. You're not going, no, it don't go like that. So I try to raise my boys. They know how to wash clothes. They know how to wash dishes. They know how to cook. I try to raise my boys to be respectful and to train them to whoever they decide to have in their life, male or female, they know how to treat them.
I wanna read this question again because I'm gonna respond this way. And let me say this before I say it. And everybody know me, I talk a lot. The reason I'm rephrasing it is because I don't know who put this in there. You know, people put it in there as panels, but 9 times out of 10 is probably saying, or they probably felt, or they already had a conversation that maybe some kids maybe are missing something when it's not a 2-parent household, or maybe they grow up different. But I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna read it. How do a single parent home affect a child's behavior? I'm going to twist it and say, how do a 2-parent home affect a child's behavior? Because if there's arguing going on, daddy beating mama or mama beating daddy, or you know, they seeing some type of toxic, how is that affecting the child's behavior? So it does not have to always be a 2-parent household for your child to be brought up right. I need people to understand that. So all this old terminology that you need to go back to him because you have a child, no ma'am, no sir, you do not. Because sometimes in that 2-parent household, it can be just as toxic.
That's right.
Excuse me.
And
So
that's what I was going to say.
let's
too.
get away
I'm
from
glad
that.
I'm glad you went
Yeah.
there because I was going to say the same. I don't think it matters if it's a single or 2-parent. I think most people think the 2-parent, it's the lifestyle, it's the best of the best. And not saying it's terrible or as long as it's positive, then yes. I mean, of course. I mean, you got the mama, you got the daddy, you got structure.
And not to mention the tag team, because
Exactly.
yes, it is hard when you're out there working hard to provide for those children. You know, you're not as home as much as you would be.
Right.
At home or whatever. That would be
That
different.
still don't stop you from raising them.
And it's all about communication.
Exactly.
You talk to your
I be on
children.
the phone, and I work 2 jobs. Okay, for people that don't really know me, I work 7 days a week, 2 jobs, and I be on the phone fussing with my kids. I have cameras in my house. I do when I'm not at home, and I can talk to them through the camera. So I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
what I got to do.
It comes from, and I don't know if this was last week's segment or the week before, but when I pulled from there, the question was, has our old generation failed us? And that goes to, I'm not saying they failed us. I'm not saying that. They only taught us what they knew that they could. But it does play a part in this question because we do know, and I'm just keeping it real because that's what we're here for. A lot of our grandparents or whoever feel like we need to stay with that man or woman for our children.
But times have changed. Now,
Times have changed.
Back in the days,
Yeah.
the man was the provider of the home.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it takes both parents to be out there working to provide for those children and for that household.
Stuff ain't cheap no
It-
more.
it's
And
not.
I
It's
feel like
not.
back in the
No,
days,
no.
because the husband was a provider, the woman had to stay because she didn't work, she didn't do anything. Now,
She
like,
took care of them
now
7
we got
children.
now we got options. The man acting right, get gone.
Right.
There's no reason to say you're doing
That's
your
the
own.
thing.
Like,
You're doing your
try
own
to work
thing.
it out. If you can't work it out, I mean, it's okay to say it's not gonna work.
Exactly.
I mean, and I feel bad when I see like you said, older people like, no, just stick it out.
Right.
You want me to stick out
You-
all of
yes.
this
Yeah.
just to say I'm married?
Yep.
Like,
People, I promise you, people say that.
I know. Like I heard plenty of people say that. I'm just like, it's not that serious.
To me, I'm not sticking nothing out. If I feel like it ain't for me, I'm not doing it. We can co-parent all day long, but I'm not staying in a situation that doesn't make me happy. I'm just not doing it. Kids or no kids. I can be pregnant right now. And still, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah.
You could be pregnant right now and tell him he got to go and end up meeting Mr. Right, and they got something to say about you being pregnant about somebody else and dating somebody else.
Yeah,
So,
it's regardless. People gonna
What
talk.
makes you happy.
Yep.
That's what it boils down. At the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. We got to stop putting our life and our excitement, our joy, what makes us happy based on other people. We have to stop doing that. It's all about you at the end of the day. If it's something you don't want to tolerate, guess what? Don't tolerate it. It can be something as minor as, you know what, this is the 3rd week my husband didn't take the trash out. Yeah, I'm not saying separate your husband. But I'm saying people get tired of small things. It adds up.
It adds up.
You know,
Yes.
it can start out small, and then you're going to say, okay, we're going to walk through. We're going to work through. We're going to same months. Next month, same thing. So, yeah, you may say, looking at somebody's situation on the outside in, yeah, he was a good dad. You know, he did this. But those small things add up. And it's up to me to accept what I want to accept. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not worrying about the next person at the end of the day because nobody's in there cash apping me money to pay the light bill or my car note or my car insurance or getting these kids these shoes they want or these clothes. You darn right. Let me get on that topic. And I know I'm rambling right quick. But let me get on that topic. I see when it's school time, a lot of people be worrying about, okay, be putting stuff on. You buying your kids these J's or this and that. How you know what's in these people's pocket?
That's every year.
I mean, come
every
on.
year. It's just like a good. I don't even. That's why I say I kind of took a break from Facebook. It's just like it's repetitive. Like
I
they're
don't
gonna talk
really
about
post
tax
too much
time.
personal
They're gonna talk
life.
about tax time. They're gonna talk about school clothes and
Maybe it's just for entertainment.
It
Maybe
is.
can we
It's
just say that?
definitely
Maybe
entertainment.
those people that
Yeah.
post stuff like that,
It
they're
got
just
to be.
stirring up and just, you know, making it entertainable for
not all the time.
But
Some of them
people. Be
in.
serious?
Yeah, they
Somebody
be
be
serious.
there.
It's tax time. I don't get no tax money. I
Right.
pay
That's
the
what I'm
government.
like.
So I have to pay the
Look, I'm like
government.
year round. It's the same for me.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
So if I want to
Tax
pay
don't care.
$220 for a pair of Jordans for my child
I'm
because
going
he
to.
did good in school,
That's
you
how I
doggone
feel, and
right.
that's why
Right.
we're going. You don't know what that kid's doing. You don't know what he has accomplished, what he has come from. Maybe he did a whole 360. And yeah, my baby want these Jordans, so guess what? My baby gonna get them Jordans.
And even without doing a 360, I feel like I work. I can buy my
I
kids
can do whatever I want.
for whatever reason.
For
Like
whatever
they ain't gotta-
reason.
I mean, they ain't got to make down the road. I mean, whatever. If I feel like I'm gonna do it, like
Right.
nobody does
Yeah.
anything for me. So it's
I
like,
look at it this way.
I scroll
like-
past that stuff. Like
I like red bottoms. I like Louis Vuitton. I like all that stuff. That's why I work those 2 jobs.
right.
To make sure my other half will fuss, but he can't fuss when it's my
When
money
it's your
that
money.
I'm
Right.
spending.
And let me
But on
stop
the
you right
other
there.
hand-
No, let me say this too before I forget. Just like she said, because somebody said something one time. But anywho, just like she mentioned, she worked 2 jobs. But guess what? You don't know why. You don't know why that person is working 2 jobs and in a relationship. Like she said, she's very high maintenance. Trust me, I know. You know, so yeah, okay, you know, maybe her other half, he has his priorities straight. Listen, I'm paying the bills. I'm doing what? If you want this extra, you can get some shoes out of City Trends, April. Nope. She wants some red bottoms or something. So guess what?
$750
She's
for a pair of
working the
shoes.
second
You
job
know, right.
to have her play
Ain't got
money.
nowhere to
Y'all
wear it.
gotta understand, people do that. It's not always something negative.
Only won twice.
I'm
But
telling you,
if
man,
I'm
you're
wearing
right.
all
not
that
always
stuff and
negative.
I'm buying myself things like that, why? And I'm the type of parent, I'm going to dress my kids the way I dress myself. I'm sorry. I'm not having my child walk around here in those $7 pair of jeans and here I am with a $750 pair of shoes on.
Right.
I can't do it.
But that stepped on somebody's toes, flips hair, walking around looking good, and then your child look like who done it a while. We gotta stop doing that, y'all. We gotta stop tearing each other down,
Stop tearing
and we
each
gotta
other down.
focus on what's
That's
important.
right. That's right. Stop tearing each other down. I feel like it's so much animosity a lot of time between black women when we should all just get together. Like I just feel
we
like
all go through the same
we
thing.
all
Absolutely.
do it.
We can learn from each other.
We can
Yes.
learn from each other. Like it's just so much. I feel.
And
like,
we gotta stop. And I know pride plays a part, or people do judge. So I know that's why a lot of people kind of shut down. But you know, we gotta have people we be able to talk to, and you know, because they probably went through that same thing you're going through, and maybe you'll look at it a little differently. You know, you won't jump the gun so fast. So, but you know,
I have group counseling sessions, and they find it to be real funny because it's young adults. When I bring up some of the topics that I talk about, hey, big girls. I used to be a big girl. Still
Don't tell all
got
your
big,
secrets,
whatever.
honey.
No, but I'm just saying. You know, you do sweat under your fufa, whatever you want to call it. Ain't nothing wrong with rubbing some deodorant under there to keep you from sweating. We talk. Everybody have some kind of issue, but
Right.
you wouldn't know the next person have the same issue if you don't
If you
stop
don't-
judging
Right.
and start talking.
That's it.
That's all. It's not hard. It's not hard.
Unity.
That's all.
Unity. We can preach that all day, but I mean,
Exchange ideas. Grow together.
Grow together.
Network.
Network.
Business ideas. Like,
Exactly.
It's a lot.
Scratch whatever your business is. My business might be the opposite, but us working together, we might can grow.
Yep,
Yep.
definitely.
You don't know.
I scratch your back, you scratch my back. But sometimes people constantly scratching one person
crab,
back, and that
crab
person
in the
don't
barrel.
ever scratch my back. Like I got a
Crab in the
problem
barrel
with that.
That's
mentality.
true. That's true.
I'm trying to pull you down when you're going up,
Yep. That's true.
That's sad.
but it happens.
Shall we?
We shall.
Seems like we just on a ball today, y'all. we hitting these topics off. Do you have any restrictions when it comes to your other half's attire? Can they wear whatever? This sounds like a dude put this in here. Which one of y'all put this in here that was on the panel before?
I hate when I'm going someplace and I feel like I'm dressed up and I come out and my husband in sweats and a shirt.
Wear the t-shirt,
Where you
right?
going? Your Nikes. Son,
Yeah.
Where you going?
You.
Like, no, I'm dressed up.
April,
so
you go
be
through
dressed
that a
up.
lot.
You.
Don't tell him I said that.
Right.
You go through that a lot. How do you deal?
Where you gonna go?
So Tim do that too.
Yeah.
I don't
And I'll
care.
be like, no, like, no. Either I'm gonna dress down where I'm down like you, or you're gonna come up where I am.
It depends on where y'all going.
I don't care.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
you are high maintenance too, Savannah. So y'all both probably be overdoing it for the occasion.
No.
Yeah, we do.
No,
I do.
I don't think I do.
Like,
You do
like,
it. I don't think I
We,
do.
when we have date night, and I tell him, well, you know I'm dressing up and I'm wearing heels and everything. He was like, oh my God, I got to dress up. I'm like, no, you don't have to. You can wear a t-shirt, jeans, whatever you want to wear.
Come here,
But I'm going to look good.
Right.
But I'm going to look good. You know.
So y'all see it different. Y'all see it
If I'm wearing
different.
heels, I want him to
Look,
You know,
look,
you don't have to
wear
dress up. Like,
too.
you don't even have to put on slacks. I mean, I just want you to look nice. Don't be coming no
I don't
sweatpants
care.
and no Nike slides. I mean, no.
I don't
That's to the
care.
store. To me, that's a
Right.
store run.
Right.
Like, run to the store and run back. But not all day long
And
restaurant.
to
no,
me, I
don't
don't care.
But
But
what-
once he look decent and his clothes are clean, I don't care as long as I look good and
I want you to
he has
match
me
up. I
up
want you to
with
match
it.
me. I
Yeah,
want you
he
to match
have
my
me
vibe.
on his arm. I make him look good.
Yeah.
What I think this person is referring to, and again, I'm making an assumption. I think they were talking about females. Like,
Oh,
can
God.
we wear, whatever we want? Like at one time it was a big thing about tights or,
It depends on how you carry yourself, I think.
So if I got my cleavage out when I hang out, is that inappropriate?
It depends on how you carry yourself. I have my cleavage out.
You
I
know,
wear
like,
legs
That's
on.
my sexy spot.
Okay.
I feel so sexy when
And
I have
it
a
depends on how you sport it. I could wear a pair of leggings and dress it up, or I could pair of leggings and make it look comfortable, or I could wear the leggings and make it look thoughtish. I'm just saying.
Well, that's true. That's very
It
true.
all depends on how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
My thing, don't think you
Yeah,
your
because we can have four
carrying
different
herself
women.
nasty, but my thing is you should be glad that she carrying herself some type
We
of
can
way.
have four different women wear the same exact outfit, and they can all wear it different.
Exactly.
That's very true. That's very true. But yeah, I feel like, and I'm probably not the best person to speak on this topic because me and CJ used to go through this a lot with what I wear. And then me and Bay go through this a lot with what I wear. I feel like just because what I wear, that doesn't dictate who I am. I mean, they gonna look and say something regardless. I can have on a pair of skin tight jeans and a cami, and they be like, "Oh, she a mutt, she a skank." I can have on, I can throw a blaze on top, and now I'm somebody totally different. I just feel like it's about how you carry yourself, and that's just what it is. I could be the baddest in the club, and that don't mean I'm everybody in the club. So it's just about who that person is. So let me tell y'all this, men and women. Well, it's probably more so men. Let me tell y'all this, men. If you got a bad female at home that's on your shoulder that represents you, you let her be a bad female.
That's
You
right.
have to trust her. You get what I'm saying? You let them look. They gonna look regardless of what she got on.
Right.
She can have on some
Right.
sweatpants. Y'all know them butts be jiggling in the sweatpants, just like y'all talking about them gray sweatpants. When we wear sweatpants too, with a pair of thongs and no panties at all, that butt be jiggling too.
It jiggles.
Let you trust your woman. Let her wear and look good. She represents you.
As our president, let her be great.
Let her be. Go for that. But let her be great. As long as y'all have that type of trust, it all comes to trust. I can trust.
All falls on trust.
Yeah. My man should be able to trust me with my cleavage out to know, yeah, that dude gonna look, but she ain't gonna entertain
But
it.
she mine.
But
So,
you know-
But she mine.
Exactly.
I know she coming home to me tonight.
now with that, those are the type of people who have good trust. Oh, she it's out, but it's
Yeah.
mine. Like those type of people you want to be.
Y'all
with.
hear that? Pass it on to your friends.
Anybody else, all that insecure
But
stuff, like they need to
I
try
did have
again.
that issue.
What?
Mine's try to change the way I dress.
Oh no.
Yes.
You couldn't do that.
Oh no.
Because when I was dressed like that, that's how I got you.
Right.
So why would I
Right.
change if I want to keep it?
Mm-hmm.
Because
They don't want
people
anyone
make
else to
that
see the same
mistake.
thing. They
Yeah.
saw.
A lot of people make that mistake, and that's what leads you to go out seeing or looking at other people. A lot of women get comfortable.
Mhm.
Once they get in a relationship or they get married, they downplay
Oh,
themselves.
they
or
comfortable.
whatever.
They wearing
Yeah.
that bonnet all the time,
Look,
all day long.
Whatever.
Girl, get up.
That t-shirt.
Get up, you have your bonnet on, you go take a shower, you put that wig on, girl, you put
There
you
you
some,
go.
you know, some
Right.
something,
There
some
you
lip
go.
gloss. Look
Uh-huh.
good for your man.
Negro,
Washing them dishes.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be the same heifer that you met. I'm wearing them heels, I'm wearing them tight jeans, and I'm wearing my cleavage loose. I'm not trying to get no attention from anybody, but that's what makes me feel good.
Right.
And that's how I met you, so that's how I'm gonna keep it.
And that goes back to something we were discussing earlier. Just because she's wearing the lace fronts or the sew-ins or the cynical leaves or the braids that come down to her butt and the lashes that's a foot long and the Chanel perfume that these two can start wearing. So, babe, if you watching, I need a different type of smell because I got two people that's wearing it now. But anyway, she's doing it for her. Don't think she's doing it just to say, oh, I want attention from everybody else or da-da-da-da. No, when you look good, you feel good. Let her have that.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mentally.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Someone said, trust your man or woman. You can wear what you want. Amen.
I like that.
Amen. That's what it comes down to, trust. But I know the problem is y'all don't trust these dudes. But that goes back to your woman. You can't trust them. I don't trust these females. But it goes back to my man. Is he going to entertain it?
Exactly.
I sleep well at
And
night.
really, it's not up for you to trust the other people.
That's what I'm saying. They owe you no loyalty.
They owe you no loyalty. So
And yeah, they owe you no loyalty. It's up to the person you're sleeping with.
Yep.
Unless you're celibate.
why'd you laugh?
Anybody can tell me how long we've been chatting? It don't show me.
I don't know, but it's 4:48.
Do we have time for another? Okay. What does everyone think about mental health and the school system?
I think
They
it
need it.
sucks.
No, they need it.
It sucks. They have nothing really in place. They have, even with their bullying, because I've experienced that with one of my children. They say they have it, but it's nothing in place to handle situations like that. It's bad when you have to go and get outside resources to intervene in the school system to actually get help for the student.
I don't think they have enough training
They
or
don't.
programs or anything to help with kids who do have learning disabilities or whatever may be happening at the school, mental health issues. They don't have it. And one of the things is the resources. Like half of these schools around here in this area, like Bamberg, Denmark, they don't have the resources. So it's like if they don't have the resources, now what you gonna do? They have like what is it, EAP or the
IEP.
IEP, but from what I've heard, most people don't even follow that the way they're supposed to.
So they'll put them on it at that moment and
Right.
then they
It's
just
all up to the
exactly.
parent. If the parent don't stay consistent with it, then the school is really not going to do it. And once again, I've experienced that. And yeah, I've experienced a lot. And I could never understand why or what purpose is it to have an IEP at the end of the year when I need it at the beginning of the year, when my child is going into a new school year with new teachers that's not familiar with him. I need to have that meeting with them so they would know what accommodations that he may need. Not at the end of the school year after the whole school year passed and you didn't know that Johnny had ADD or ADHD. Come on now. What sense does that make? But that's how the school system is set up. So and it's all up to the parents.
So if anyone's watching,
Lord, that's your mother.
we'll wait till she stop calling y'all. If anyone is watching that knows someone that can make some type of difference in a school system, let our voices be heard. Like a lot of kids nowadays, and that's something else I want to ask you guys. But you know, the ADHD, the behavior issues, it's coming up a lot. It has to be something that we can do.
It's a lot more.
Huh?
I was actually blessed enough to be one of the parents that was recommended to sit in on the reaccreditation of the school. So I sat in on the meeting when they met for them to get accredited again, their update, and I did bring up the fact about the bullying. Keep in mind, I wrote several letters to the superintendent. I was told that it was my fault that it happened because I don't know. They just wanted to brush it off until I wrote a letter to Channel 10 News.
How is the bullying part your fault? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I don't know. Sometimes when people get certain job,
we know. Yeah.
Certain people get titles or whatever, they feel that you're stupid. Just because I don't sit there and advertise what I have, what kind of educational background I have, or what I do, don't mean I don't know people. Say for instance, do you remember back when they send those letters home about the students that received free or reduced lunch, scored low on their test scores? That was very irrelevant to send out, but they did send the primary school, sent that letter out. Yes, I was the one that sent it to the educational board. It was me. I had a meeting with the CEO.
I don't know.
Was this something like that was made up at the school and sent out to everybody?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was sent out to all the parents during that time.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know no other way to say it but to say it.
But you realize
I can't say that.
They didn't send out any more letters.
Wow.
It's all about who you know. No, I'm not rich, but it's all about networking.
It's
who
definitely
you
about
come in
networking.
contact with, and those people that you come in contact with is who they know.
Exactly.
And then also parents, us, we have to take a little bit of accountability and stay involved.
Yep.
Because honestly, they play over that. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm just going to say they. If I never met Miss Jimphy, Lord, I call myself my maiden name, y'all. But anyway, if I never met Miss Jimphy, I feel like, oh, she don't care about Kali, Kamanti, or Cadence. You know, I'm just going to push them on to the back, you know, like, and keep it moving or whatever. So we got to take a little bit of accountability for ourselves and be involved. Let them know I am involved in what my child has going on. Don't think I'm just one of these parents who just don't care or what have you. So we got to do our part too, but at the end of the day, the school system
sucks. So I put it that way. Some of the people that work there, and y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I've had a couple of run-ins too that was not professional at all. And tell you the truth, if I was anything like I would bust you in your face. I mean, I'm just going to put it straight out there like that. I've had some administrators had the nerve to come to me and be like, well, if you need me to buy a graduation outfit for your child, just let me know. My kids are grown. Why are you all in my pockets? Yeah, I'm not working. I wasn't working because I was pregnant and I was privileged enough to stay home with my son after birth for a whole year and not work. That wasn't none of your business, but we not wanting for anything.
That's the outside looking in.
That's definitely the outside looking in.
Because they heard I wasn't working.
Right.
But they thought, I guess they thought I was struggling or I needed the help.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case.
Wow.
That's the outside looking in. I know we're probably close to time. I know we probably went all over the place. So we did, but like I said, this is just something, this is an outlet, you know, just to discuss things, to talk about things people don't want to discuss. Hey, that's what we're here for. I want to make this movement. Go ahead. April want to pull another one. If it's something you guys want to talk about while she's pulling that, message me on the Sip and Talk page. I'll never disclose who it is. You get what I'm saying? I'll just want people to get their questions answered. Maybe you feel like you can't talk to someone, you know, that you're around. Message me. Email me at letsipandtalk@yahoo.com. It's anonymous. Sister don't know. Best friends don't know. It's anonymous. I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, and maybe you'll get your question answered. What is the topic? Lord knows. Oh, why when people get authority, they change who they are? They feel entitled.
So I'm wondering.
Oh, Savannah's
question. So I'm wondering, do they feel the person is acting funny because of that position? Do they feel that way because they got a position? Like, you know, sometimes when you get a position, everybody not happy for you.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
like,
I see what you're saying.
so let's switch this up. Like,
Okay.
Are you feeling some kind of way because they got this position and you think now, okay, they may not be
You
making
think
out
I'm
as much.
acting different?
Exactly. Maybe I'm more busy now. Like, you never know. So I'm wondering, like, where does the entitlement come from? I might have worked really hard to get
To get where I'm at, and I'm not
gonna
gonna let you mess it up.
I'm not gonna lower myself or downgrade myself just so you can be happy. So
Yeah.
who
Okay.
thinks that? Like, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes
That's a good way to look at
a
it.
lot of people do think, oh, you
Oh,
changed
she got.
so
Oh, she got this.
Yeah.
Oh, she.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I work for everything I got. They don't give me nothing.
Do you see how it can always be another perspective?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
I hear that a
makes
lot.
sense.
I hear that a lot in the black community. Like, oh, she does this, so she
Or
thinks that
she
she
that
thinks.
because
No,
she
no,
doing
I
this,
don't think
yeah.
anything. I think I'm a hardworking person. I think I'm a wife. I think I'm a mother. Like, that's what I think. Like,
But
I don't
the
think
thing
nothing else
is-
y'all thinking. Like,
And-
you know.
But the position that I have, or the things that I do, or the type of job I have, I can associate myself with some of the things that you do.
And guess what?
And especially now on social media.
And guess what, y'all? That goes
Right.
back to birds of a feather flocking together. Because if you ain't adding value, then it ain't nothing you can do for me. So if I'm rising above, guess what?
Thank
My
you.
friend gonna be happy for me,
Thank
and she
you.
gonna make sure she ain't doing nothing to hinder
we
me
growing
from
together.
moving above. Because we growing together. Because if I
Exactly.
make it, you make it.
Exactly.
You best believe that.
Right.
So yeah, it's all about who you surround yourself with. That's so true.
Mhm.
Yes, you can join in. Now, join in. I don't know how to do it though. I'm sorry. Somebody else could chime in. Maybe you gotta write it, honey, because I don't know what I'm doing, girl. I should have had a phone you can call. I'll work on that next. But yes, I mean, and I think when it say, let me read it again.
But I know what they mean. But I was just throwing it
Yeah.
out there, like, okay, because I've seen that before.
Now, and you know,
So-
when I got my promotion or whatever, even though it really wasn't nothing major, but some
It is
things.
major. It's not-
No, I mean,
What you mean that's not major?
not to me,
It is
because I'm not
major.
the type that sit there
That-
and go by title.
Well,
a
I
lot
be
of
title,
people
but
do.
still, it's
But
it's
it's
awesome.
an accomplishment.
That's
It is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
But I have to distance myself. Those same relationships and everything, I feel I can't have a friendship and then put you in your place or discipline
Right.
or write
Whoa,
you up.
whoa, maybe, I'm
Gotcha,
sorry.
gotcha,
Time
gotcha.
out. I was looking at this. You said you feel you can't have a friendship. Okay, wait,
Depends
maybe
on
I
the
understood
person.
it. Then they ain't your friend.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's where it comes a thin line. And then a lot of people that you have to cut loose because they don't understand you're in that type of authority.
Mhm.
I can't allow you to do this.
Right.
Or I'm putting my job in jeopardy. That's not my friend. And those are the same people that
Right.
will sit there and call you fake.
And that's right,
And
Nicole.
they
You don't
will.
have to downplay your accomplishments. Excuse me.
Just
For
satisfy
no
someone
one.
else.
Manu Sanaha. She said, "You're fighting like that. Cool down." I'm just passionate about when I speak.
Fighting.
I don't know what you meant. Maybe I'm taking it left. I don't know. I'm just passionate when I speak. That's just me.
Passionate.
It just sounds like
This girl
that
talk,
person
that's
is
it.
from another. So the way you coming off may
Another
be
culture.
different from their culture.
Yeah.
It's
This is
possible.
the American culture for a black woman. That's why they
That
say
has
we're
an
so
African
angry.
daddy, so I'm a little. But anywho, why when people get authority, they change who they are. They feel entitled. Some people do that.
Some people.
Savannah, some people
no,
do
no, no,
it.
no, no. I'm not saying
Some
people
people
don't
do
do
it.
that. I was just
Do.
twisting it. But
Yeah.
some people definitely do that.
But speaking from my experience, that's how I am. But I have experienced other people that have their nose up in the air,
Right.
like they stuff don't stink, they don't know you, they don't want to speak to you or what have you. Yeah, I've experienced that too.
Mhm.
But I'm happy
And that
for
happens.
you.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
feeling some
That's
type of way. I'm happy for your accomplishments. You worked for it, you deserve it. But you ain't got the extent towards me because
Exactly.
you got
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
But I need that goes back to something else, and then we have to end it because we've been talking too long. But maybe somebody can chime in on the live next time if y'all want to, talk or whatever. I'll figure out how to do it, hopefully. So I appreciate y'all tuning in so much. Y'all just don't know. But one thing I do want to say, this kind of sums up everything we discussed. And I know I threw in because me and my girls was talking about adding value. So we have to look at who we associate ourselves with. I'm not telling you to cut people off. You just know how to deal
You
with
gotta
certain
know who's
people,
for you.
and you got to understand who is for you. Everybody's not for you that's always been around.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful. And if you want to get somewhere and you see yourself going there and that person is still here or always negative, then okay, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be nasty to that person. You don't have to dislike them. You just got to move different.
Right.
So we just got to learn. We got to grow up. And like Savannah mentioned earlier, unity. Hopefully us ladies can get there one day. Maybe I can have a big powwow with some masquerade masks. And we can all discuss all kind of stuff,
And
that'll stay
networking.
there. You get what I'm saying? And help each other out.
Yeah.
So if y'all all down with that, let's do it one day, But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hold on, before you let it go, Nicole. I will not be doing a video next Sunday because it's Super Bowl Sunday. But we will continue on February the 9th. So stay tuned for that. And till next time.